This is Open Line on the VOCM CFCB Big Land FM radio network.
Welcome back to the program. Let's go to line number 11. Say good morning to Folklorist Alanna Wicks. Good morning, Alanna. You're on the air.
Good morning, Paddy. How are you today?
Top shelf today. How about you?
Excellent, thanks.
Good.
The sun is out.
The sun is out. It's amazing the difference just a bit of sun makes. You know, even if it's cold, the sun out really does change people's moods, we'll say.
It sure does.
It does. Okay, what's on your mind? I know you've got something really exciting coming up that I'm glad has a youth focus. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. Us too. Well, I'm here at the Heritage Foundation's Intangible Cultural Heritage Office. And here at the Heritage Foundation, we really believe that young people need a voice when it comes to their community and the area of heritage. And right now we're looking for a way to really let them have that voice and give them an outlet. So we're planning a youth heritage forum where we want to bring together youth representatives to discuss just that, heritage and their community, what it means to them and what they'd like to see happen in the future.
You know, sometimes we don't give enough opportunity for the youth voice to come through, and some people have some bizarre reasons as to why, because they might not have the life experience and what have you. But when you allow their voice to be heard in the conversation, especially with those moderating the forums, what have you, it can help add some context historically and for current events that may or may not jive with their ideas. It becomes a learning experience for everybody. Youth voice will help the people that are moderating and adults, so to speak, to grasp their opinion. And maybe we can lend them some of our own life experience and context to help form their opinions so they can have a better understanding. Everything about it is win-win.
Exactly, absolutely. So we're looking for youth between the ages of 18 and 35 that, you know, have a vested interest in heritage, and it doesn't just have to be academic or anything like that. It could be from community groups, from local heritage organizations, and we want to have them come together, like I said, discuss exactly what it is that they feel is happening in heritage, what's not happening in heritage that they'd like to see, and maybe what could happen in the future. And from that, maybe even create this committee where they can meet and they can discuss opportunities, projects, community involvement, and so on.
Yeah, I mean, it's particularly tricky, and as you say, and as I think is absolutely true, we don't do enough of it. So everyone can participate? Do you have to be a registered member? Do they have to bring a specific age group to the table? What's some of the details that we need to know?
We're opening it up to anyone between the ages of 18 and 35 who truly have an interest in their community and the area of heritage. If anybody wants more information, they can certainly give me a call or shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to tell them a bit more about it. Okay. But really, we're just really looking forward to having a big discussion, a sort of informal sit-down discussion about what's happening in our community.
And I'll get your number and contact info now in a second. Sure. Sometimes the want, and I think is completely legitimate and justified, for the protection of heritage, sometimes it gets lost in the shuffle because people promoting it are accused of not being able to wrap their mind around the current needs, whether it be protection of the home on Winter Avenue, whether it be the Four Sisters on that hill going downtown, whether it be other churches or what have you in other communities.
That's right.
That balance, I don't think we've have found a way to put it forward. Should there be a template for how things are preserved based on their age or historical context? Or do we really have to go down a road where people have to have an open mind and every case is absolutely different?
I think every case is different, and we always have to have an open mind. And I think by bringing young people into that conversation, you're going to get a totally different scope and idea of how we can approach these things. I think there's some sort of antiquated ways of doing things, and by bringing people, you know, into that conversation, we can see things evolve and change and really happen.
I think you're absolutely right. Give us your contact info. I do have it in front of me, but you say it out loud for the listeners. All
right. Well, the forum's going to take place on March 7th, so if you're interested, you can contact me here at the offices. So that's 739-1892, extension 5, or you can shoot me an email at Alanna, ALANNA, at heritagefoundation.ca.
It's a great idea. Let's hope you get the uptake that you're hoping for and that I think is really required. Thanks for this, Alanna.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.